Hi, I'm Jody Ross, your town manager, here with a weekly update. And today I have along with me Dan Hurd, who is our new animal control officer. Dan was hired a couple weeks ago, and he comes to us with a degree in psychology, and he also was in the Air Force, and he worked for about 10 years as a veterinary technician. But I'd like to have Dan tell us a little bit about what's been going on since he's been hired by Westford.
Thank you. Hey everyone, Animal Control Officer Dan Hurd here. So, relatively new to the job, but there's a lot of responsibilities going on here. So Westford has just tons and tons of wildlife. So it's going to be my job to, respond to any wildlife calls, educate the public. We're also going to try to do a lot of public outreach. So luckily we have some hospitals and some schools in the area. We get to have the opportunity to educate kids on wildlife and public safety. So that's been a great opportunity. Actually responded to a call yesterday about a hawk that was found in somebody's backyard. Basically, I got to the hawk. It was pretty docile, but it was bright and alert. So I was able to capture it and then actually bring it into the high school, basically to educate kids on proper wildlife care and what to do. Then ended up bringing it to Tufts Wildlife, where they're going to try to rehabilitate the hawk and fatten him up a little bit and then hopefully release him back into the wild. So we get a lot of cool calls here. If the public ever has anything animal related, please feel free to reach out to Westford Animal Control. We're always available to answer any of your questions or take any of your animal related calls.
So Dan, could you tell us first, how do they reach you? And also second, I heard you had an encounter with a porcupine, so tell us about that too.
Yeah, absolutely. So Animal Control, it has its own telephone number. If you go to, I believe it's westfordma.gov/animal, you can actually just reach the town animal control page. There's a lot of links and resources on there. We're also setting up a Facebook page to any kind of missing cats or dogs. Hopefully it'll be a good resource for anybody who's missing their animal and just to get good general information. Porcupine was one of my first calls in the job. We had a porcupine who was circling and acting abnormally in somebody's backyard. So, not having a ton of wildlife experience, I called in a fellow ACO and we kind of captured it together. I then transported that down to Tufts as well. And he's receiving care right now, and if he's able to go back into the wild, we'll bring him back up here and release him.
Thank you, Dan. Again, welcome to Westford. So we're very excited to see where Dan's going to take this department. So in closing, I just want to remind you, we have our special town meeting on October 15th at 7 p.m. at the Abbott School Gym. There's, I believe, 12 articles on the warrant, and one is to purchase 63 Main, which we did get a signed agreement today with the property owner, and so that will be on the warrant, and some other interesting articles about senior tax relief, which is something the town asked us to do, and addressing town and school safety issues. So please come to the town meeting. There's lots of information available online. You should be getting a postcard from me soon that also summarizes the articles. So thank you very much, and until next time.